This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Aggies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the outside to the left. He couldn't get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you find yourself behind the chains.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative play.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Caught in the backfield. It's Russ. Got room at the 35. It's a seam wide open. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
Got it.
To the air, it's Houck. Plucks it out of the air. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here's the pressure. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. A little screen to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people.
Breaks into the open. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Louisville! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 2 to Ole Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Taking it the other way. Past the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got some room to run. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Dropping back, it's Houck. Lets it fly. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
The return is tackled down at the 13. And the Texas A&M offense will take over.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Unloads to the right. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Louisville! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he's coming out of the end zone. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Power football with the run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. A little floater there that falls incomplete. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds him out of the backfield. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Let's go. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm.
He's looking deep. And he's thrown another interception. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the...
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. Going to try and get it himself. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays.
It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Gives it on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Deep shot for the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Houck. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man, it's Davison. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to throw again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. On the move is the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cardinals back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Cardinals. Oh, that may be in, and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the Texas A&M offense will take
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll pull it down and run. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. He wants to throw it. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Houck. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be brought down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing.
There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Louisville.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short term. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have kickers. It's also amazing how you can wreck a game. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. They feed him again. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Defense playing a bail technique. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. This offense has it with really good field position. Scanning the field is Houck. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the Cardinals looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than pulling another pick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and starting field position for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Russ. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Howe. Got the quick pass. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Grabbed behind the line, it's Russ. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Louisville!
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire...
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Caught in the backfield, it's Russ. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team.
Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Wants to keep it in the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Floating away. He'll throw it. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. The guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Looking to throw, it's Houck. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're